Your man on the keys. He gave you some beautiful music. He's the host of Mixed Messages, the one, the only, Mr. Sick Fat Tight. Make some noise, please.
Make some noise for yourselves. Make some noise for Dave's Cave Comedy. I know we fucked it up not tonight. Yeah. I know y'all thought y'all was coming for a comedy show, but this is really a Hunger Games recruitment meeting. Appreciate all y'all that signed up early. Obviously, the ones who came late didn't get any weapons. So remember who you sat next to first. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to get funky. Sick Fat Tight is my name. It means goodness times greatness to the third power. And yeah, if you reflect positivity, we 1 and 1. You know what I'm saying? If not, you done. Either way, you know. So we're gonna have some fun. I like to keep it in rhyme sometimes. But yeah, my pronouns are sick, fat. Let's PHAT. I'm not body shaming anybody in the room. You might have to be old enough to get the reference, but you know, we're not gonna talk about illusions with people, right? Because you know, dictionaries and all that shit's not needed right now. But I know you're wondering where I get this accent from. Learn how to speak English in New Jersey. Yeah. Real shit. Real shit. Use magic. That's how things work. But yeah, my other pronoun's Todd. I love that one. But yeah, I love having that name. It was a hard name to commit to, right? But my first name's really hard to pronounce. My mom, she wanted me to stand out, you know? So she gave me the name Darren. Yeah. With a Y, you know, there's a lot of I's and E's out there. There's some A's, some O's, and I don't get none of those. They all get more respect than the Y's, and I don't understand. I feel like we're gonna have our own civil rights movement at some point in time. The Y's will rise. But yeah, it's fucked up because, you know, all my life I've been dealing with this miscalling of names and shit. It's like even people I know every day, they be like, Daryl. Some niggas just erase letters in my name. They just reduce it to Dan. It's fucked up. I lived in Baltimore for a certain amount of time. I became Dern. I was like, am I a cuss word or? I was like, why y'all niggas so southern? It was like, what's going on, Baltimore? Explain shit to me. Yeah, names are important. You know, happy Mother's Day to the people who might have got their name from my mother. My mother, she was a tough lady. Anybody had a tough mom in the crowd? Yeah. Shout out to her back. That's how y'all survived. You could have been the chickens that didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave said earlier, I like me a mature woman. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for us. You know what I'm saying? Don't invite us to holiday parties. You think we funny? We fucking. That's all we do. That's the only reason we talk in public. We're not confident otherwise. You know, like Dave said, we got insecurities and shit. But that's why you gotta have mental toughnesses. That's why it's gonna have good moms. That's why, you know, if you're a brother, you should have a good woman so you can make her a good mother. Either way, you help her become a good mother, right? Like, that's a part of the process. She didn't read all the books on her own. He got glasses on. See, I know. He was like, I was reading. I even Googled shit.
I did the research.
He did the research. When he joining the team? Either way, I'm doing the wrong shit right now. Either way, when it comes to, you know, my mom, she was tough as fuck, right? She gave me some of the best advice in life. She said, they should have never taught these niggas checkers. And I was in second grade. I was like, all right. I'm just learning Connect Four and shit. I had come to learn this as a chess quote. You know, this is an urban quote in the chess community. But yeah, it's real. You know, my mom, she gave me some later advice in life. She was like, you need to quit walking around the streets of New York looking like a homeless cancer patient. Yeah, that's why I had to rent this jacket for the show tonight. I had to change up the flow a little bit. I had to change up the flow. You know what I'm saying? I had to change up the flow. But my mom, she raised a tough ass son. Not just me, I got a brother. You know what I'm saying? He the dark skinned one. So y'all wasn't scared of me till y'all saw the mask. And shit, y'all was like, oh, this nigga, fuck that nigga. He got an old mask. What the fuck, nigga? Hannibal? My brother, he the tough one, right? You know what I'm saying? This nigga on the wrestling team. he beat COVID already. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even wrestled nobody yet, but this nigga beat COVID already. This nigga 1-0 in life. Like, what he do on the mat? I was like, nigga, you tough. Like, nigga, I was like, you the king, you the god. I was like, you know, what else I gotta say, B? I asked him, I was like, you was in quarantine, right? He's like, yeah, man, 14 days straight. You know what I'm saying? This nigga called me every other day for like an hour or two. I was like, I ain't talked to you in 14 years for this long. The nigga was good. He was like, oh, man, I got shit to do. I'm just doing homework. You know what I'm saying? Looking at these wrestling videos. I'm like, nigga, you sound real intense right now. What's good? What kind of medicines you taking? My little brother Brandon was like, I just took NyQuil a few times. I was like, it's like, nigga, did you really have COVID or are they just false testing you out in this bitch? I was like, I don't know what's going on, but he beat the shit. Either way, nigga tough. I always knew he was gonna be tough too. It's like, you know, when you see certain things in kids at an early age, it's just kind of no. You know what I'm saying? It's like 8 o'clock one morning, you know what I'm saying? I'm like home from college, this motherfucker eating breakfast. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting at the table. Traditionally, he eats cereal. Since he was 2 years old, as soon as he could say cereal, I've been hearing that shit in my ear. I want cereal. Now he don't have to ask. But it's weird though, waking up and he already woke up before you and he got his cereal. Shit didn't change because you was in college. You know what I'm saying? Shit changed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you sit there and say, oh, what you eating? Oh, same shit. You look at the TV, this nigga's watching Scare Street. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, yo, you 10 years old? I was like, what happened to Ben 10? What happened to Naruto? He was like, I need to learn real facts. I was like, this nigga, like, he didn't even really look at me. I had to connect with somebody in the moment. He was so distant and cold. He was like, I need to learn real facts. I was like, cool. I was cool with it until the next morning. This nigga was watching Precious. That's a tough movie to watch. Like I cried, you know, a few times. I was like, oh, this is the most fucked up shit that can happen to one person. It's like, did they like have a rubric scale of like, all right, AIDS, rape, gang violence, like everything that you can check off. There's like, obese girl. It's like the perfect palette, right? Obese girl. Afro-Latina will make it like world, like international. I loved it, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga seen this shit about 100 times, you know what I'm saying? Because I walked in on him watching this shit for breakfast more than once. He's 20 now, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't catch up to Precious, he started out with Precious. Like, one time I asked us, why are you watching it again for breakfast? He's like, I like the ending of the movie. I didn't know how to respond. I was like, you know, that's not a happy ending, right? That's not a happy ending. I know how they made it look. He's like, I like the way she was singing and smiling. This nigga's tough. Either way, I like music, right? I like racism. These are things I put on my Tinder date profile, you know what I'm saying? It worked so far, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be one of the first one and dones on Tinder. Like, you know, I didn't have like a good scouting report, but I showed up at the combine like, yeah, nigga, I do magic, like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna talk about Tom Brady right now because I'm not a hater no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that to myself. Goat meat, right? We all goat meat. Like any good Nigerian restaurant, we ain't nothing but chopped up mixed goat meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all the goats. No matter what part of the goat. You know what I'm saying? We all it. But either way, I like racism in music. And as you see here on this keyboard, it's, you know, it's got black and white keys on it. Not evenly divided, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's harmonious, it works. You know, it's like, if America was an instrument, this is like the closest thing we get to it. Cause niggas like, yo man, I fucks with America, I don't give a fuck. Like, I done met Indians who said they would rather have a white dude, any white president fuck them over than a Negro. I was working for Obama at the time, so it was real personal. like a Native American and a black dude mixed at the same time. I was like, damn, brother, what have you been reading and who do you talk to? Like, I know this is a trailer park, but what have you heard about black people? Like, they talk about white people a lot. Like, books, all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying? But back to the keyboard. Yeah. I ain't gonna be racist and nothing in front of y'all. Them black keys hit harder though. Got the black keys hit harder. You know, it remind me of when you watch your pornos, right? Anybody watch interracial lesbian porno? I'll be very specific with y'all. Interracial lesbian porno, right? It don't matter the mix. You know what I'm saying? But when you see that colored sister, you know what I'm saying, versus that white sister, they 69 in that. I don't like the scissoring shit. That shit's fake for me. We'll get to that later. But when it comes down to it, it's like when the sister be like, she hit that, that shit hit harder than the white girl when she, yes, like the sisters hit harder, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, this is why I love mature lesbian porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't tell y'all about that part yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all now, that shit, if you haven't learned enough about yourself in life yet, it's a good place to start. I always knew I was a pussy. 14th grade, you know what I'm saying? They told us years before that. They was like, you are what you eat. I'm with that shit. I'm with that shit since 8th grade. I was like, I'm down. I'm down in Chinatown all day. You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to it, I had to learn from the mature ladies, right? Because these young lesbians and these young queer women, they're like, oh, my lesbian girlfriend, they're the best. I done had a Karen validate my shit. She told me I was a Hall of Famer, B. It's like when a white woman give you Hall of Fame credits for anything as a black man in America, you take that shit and write it down on paper. You know what I'm saying? You get it notarized. You get it notarized. But yeah, I had to do research to get there. And it was the mature women, they don't be faking with the bacon. Them young ladies, they be in there with the necks and shit. They like, you know, a lot of noises. But the older ladies, they get them perched lips. They right up on the clip. Just little tongue action, just directly on that shit. And just mad quaking and bacon. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That shit be fire. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, I really feel like I be learning, so I get my reading glasses, or I get in character. See, you know, he had to take them off because he was like, I don't even know where I'm at right now. Like, normally I do the same thing. I normally do the same thing, B. Or is yours real?
No, he's real.
Oh, okay. No, dual purpose. I got you. Yeah, dual purpose. Word. But I started watching that Brazilian lesbian porn. You know what I'm saying? The ass eating kind though, because that shit get racist. That shit get super racist. Like so racist, the motherfuckers like reenacting slavery shit. It was like black lady though, the black lady the master, she making the white Brazilian eat her ass. That should be amazing. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so good I could turn the volume up just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Because it make you feel like I'm learning another language, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me I ain't learning Portuguese. Obrigado, motherfucker. I learned 2 words out that shit. But one thing I learned in my porno research was that the Chinese lesbians, you know, they tried to warn us about a year or 2 ago. They already had the mask on their pornos. And it was confusing as fuck, because it took a long time for them to unblur the situation. But I was like, how they eating pussy with a mask on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got mine for a certain reason, right? Like, I don't know if you notice, I wear a mask, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit recreational and medicinal. It's rigged, you know what I'm saying? For her pleasure. I don't do this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? This is for her pleasure. You know what I'm saying? This microphone smell like ass too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even scared of COVID. You know what I'm saying? It's the hepatitis C that I'm worried about. It's like 1 million great comics have held this microphone to spit salivas from the thousands of tossed salad vinaigrettes. You know what I'm saying? That have been here in this moment. Shared it with us again. Yeah, I like racism. You know what I'm saying? Anybody play Madden? Oh, see, I was about to say, bro, you got Giants jersey. You know, you probably had Tiki Barber play quarterback. You was wildcatting before they even had wildcat and this shit. I appreciate that. I love Madden. And one thing I love about Madden is you can be racist as fuck with Madden, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? We watch the NFL. They tell us to be woke and not watch it, but it's like, nah, I want to learn how to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So when I get there in public, for real, I'll make sure all my players wear black socks. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, because, you know, players used to get fined for wearing whatever color socks and shoes they want. I always thought that was bullshit as a young athlete. So when I get there, I'm gonna make sure everybody have to wear black socks. No matter if you're black or white, I don't give a fuck. But in Madden, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? I simulated the future all through Madden. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I used to love drafting white quarterbacks from Harvard, turn them black. You know what I'm saying? Make them niggas the #1 draft pick just so the news be good. You know how you play the game just so the news be good on Madden. You know what I'm saying? This nigga had 18 touchdowns in the first quarter. It's like the predecessor of Pat Mahomes. Yeah. Oh, I'm light-skinned, right? Anybody notice that? Right. Something else I put on my dating profile is I take a knee. And this is how I activate my Karen radar to make sure I'm safe around white people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I learned a lot about myself recently because my mama, she took the DNA test, right? She wanted to remind herself that she was the black one. It was dope. I was proud of her. I was like, I'm glad you're getting over that bullshit. I was like, that's just fire. You know, stay woke. Stay woke. That shit be hard sometimes staying woke, you know? Especially when you fucking white women at the family reunion. That shit be hard. It be hard. You know, you don't want to get caught doing that shit. They already know. It's like, he brought her here. Because you know the family, no matter how much non-social media they got, everybody know that you fucking the white girl. It's like, it was a group text set up the first nut busters. Mama sensed it. You know, you got them magical families, they just see visions and shit. It's like, he busting in that white woman. I text him plan B. I hope you understood what I was saying. That's direct as fuck. That's direct as fuck. I believe in magic. Anybody else believe in magic?
Yeah.
Oh.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this mask, you know, I believe it do magic. That's why I wear the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? It scared the fuck out of people. Like, you get on you go. Anybody ever been to Canarsie? I feel like it's the most conservative, but also uber hood like part of Brooklyn I've ever been to. Like, best I confuse you because of the gentrification, but Canarsie is like religious music, temples, families and communities walking together. It's like, oh, they religious as fuck. They out here every morning. But yeah, I get on the bus and people just like, the immediate reactions, like I had to tell a guy in Popeyes to read about copper and shit. It was embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know, I like people to learn shit. This shit kill bacteria, you know what I'm saying? Most people think I'm about to kill them. You know what I'm saying? And it felt good the first few times you put your mask on, you about to go in the deli, it's like, yeah, I am gonna rob this place. Like, you just start feeling it in your soul. It's like, I will do crime today. And you just take a bunch of shit for free, you know what I'm saying? Cause you're using EBT, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we wearing masks, we using EBT. If not, I don't give a fuck. I got a job and I still use it because I have magic powers. I'm not even lying. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, magic's so real. Magic's so motherfucking real, dog. But yeah, one other thing I learned about myself, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can keep growing in life. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you at, you can keep growing. We all out here to make a name for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? What did you want to be when you was growing up, brother?
Alive.
That's a blessing. Can I ask you another question, brother?
Nah, you don't want the mask, go for it.
Facts, right? I'm gonna take this show. We're gonna get intimate.
Oh shit.
Because there was a little thing going on in the background. I don't know if you got the chance to peep it, but at some point in time, I hope you do.
Okay, for sure.
It's called, Hey Brother, Can I Ask You a Question?
Ask me a question.
So, brother, I got one question for you.
All right. Just one though.
In the name of magic and Tom Brady, where is the weirdest place you heard a Prince song?
Weirdest place I've heard a Prince song. I don't know. I heard Prince on some wild ass places. Nah, I think it.
Facts? Big fucking Farrakhan fans?
Farrakhan.
Facts on
All
factory.
praise to Farrakhan. Let me see. The weirdest place I've heard a Prince song was in the notary office in Brooklyn.
Word.
and off of Marcy in the Jewish community.
See, now that threw me off. The Jewish part threw me off. Did they sell beef patties somehow? that would have completed the elements of magic that I'm seeking. Because like you get shit legalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's fire.
It is fire.
That's fire. Because like you was like, I really don't want nobody to know I'm a criminal, but I gotta get this affidavit. No lies. Make me feel good. Prince makes me feel good. But the weirdest place I heard a Prince song, the first time, was a funeral home.
What song was it though?
Do me, baby, like I've never been done before. Ooh, give it to me, like I just can't. You know, and the fucking the mortician singing this shit. You know, I'm walking in the door trying to check up on my relative. I'm like, does this nigga host other events in here? But he's just going in, and it's just like, the more I start singing the song, I'm like, this nigga's a smart ass businessman. He's in here fucking these dead people. So that means he's selling some pussy too. I don't need no price points right now. But I digress. Yeah, that was the weirdest, you know, that was the second weirdest place. The weirdest place I heard a Prince song was in a homeless shelter. Facts, right? Anybody ever been to a homeless shelter? See, this is like us. We like twin cousins right here. We both gonna be famous at the same time. That's all I'm saying. It don't even matter.
Bring the mask, bro.
I got two. We gonna make masks.
You remember catchphrases?
We gonna make masks. Fuck it. We gonna have shirts that say "fuck mayonnaise." We gonna wear masks. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. We gonna step on spiders. It's gonna be a whole thing. So either way, back to this homeless shelter. Like, if you ever meet a person that's homeless, like, and I don't mean to traumatize nobody real quick, but if you ever meet a homeless person and y'all having a conversation, just fuck with them real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just see how mentally tough they are. You know what I'm saying? Just say the words Bedford Atlantic to this nigga, or Bedford, yeah, Bedford Atlantic. See how shook they get. It's like a castle. It used to be a fort, like an army fort, to fight British niggas, I believe, at one point in time. So just think about how many homeless people is in this thing. It's like the palace of homelessness. like it's like Outkast had the Players Anthem, right? Yeah. They got the homeless anthem in that bitch. Like it's part of the theme music as you hear it coming in. Is homeless anthem. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the above average niggas make it there that's homeless. And this one cat, he was so above average, he had his own radio. He wasn't like us working ass niggas, you know, with speakers and headphones. This nigga had his own radio and shit. But I'm like, take it off my shirt. And I hear this shit just start blasting like, here we are in this big old empty room. Stand each other down. So I got nervous as fuck. I was like, it's 40 motherfucking beds in here. It's like, it's only 2 of us on this side. This nigga's trying to fuck. I was like, so I killed him, right? You know, you get too nervous. You just have a knee-jerk reaction. It's like, oh. The fucked up part is like, this nigga made it to heaven. It's fucked up, right? Because he wasn't trying to fuck. He was just special needs. And he didn't know that was inappropriate to play songs like that in a bedroom of 40 niggas. You know, I do magic. That's how I beat the case. I'm like these rappers that you see on YouTube, Chirac Street Legends. Shout out. I hope I get an episode. Chirac Street and Street Legends. Either way, yeah, I killed him. He made it to heaven. And so he got to see a fucking live performance. Could you imagine Prince of Heaven just making all these sexy music? Yes, Jesus. What time do we arrive for lunch today? James Brown, Madison, come back. Yeah! Ooh! Always let him sing to the newbies. Michael Jackson, bitch ass, and over in the corner just dancing by himself. Jesus. Do I have to stay here? I heard they want me down there. Yeah. I don't know how to end this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to brush my teeth. Cause I've been talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my name is SICKPHATTIGHT. And if you know the first 4 letters of that's SICK, you can find me. But, y'all make some noise for y'all motherfuckers. Thank y'all for being so patient, for real, for real. We gonna keep this show rolling. Shout out to Dames K and Tommy once again. Shout out to all y'all. Happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever holiday comes next. But we gonna make some noise. Get your ears ready, get your soul ready for my cousin, my brother, my friend, my uncle, my twin. We do stunt double crimes. You know, we started the Proud Boys together. We got light skin. You know what I'm saying? We started that. But y'all